Today we'll be looking at epistasis, specifically single recessive epistasis, which is the recessive condition at one locus masks or modifies the expression of alleles at the second locus. To fully understand epistasis, we must go over some broad definitions in genetics. An allele is a form of a gene, and genes are made up of DNA. A dominant allele is an allele that masks the same allele on the other chromosome, and usually are seen as a capital letter. Recessive alleles are alleles that must have another recessive allele to show the trait, so these are usually shown in lowercase letters. A locus is just a position on a gene, and heterozygous is when a dominant and recessive allele, and a homozygous when we have two recessive or two dominant alleles. To fully understand epistasis, we're now going to use an example about Superman. And so at the A locus, if there's two recessive A's, this results as a normal human, no matter what the B locus is. If the dominant allele A is present, the man gains superpowers. And if a dominant A is present, the man can shoot red lasers if a dominant B allele is present. And if an A is present, the man can shoot blue lasers if recessive double B is present. So to simplify it, if you have a dominant A and a dominant B, you're going to have superpowers and a red laser. If you have a dominant A and recessive Bs, you're going to have superpowers and a blue lasers. And no matter what case, if you have recessive As, you're going to have no superpowers. So this is the pathway we're going to be using. The normal man on the left, he has to get through each checkpoint or defeat each villain to get to his girlfriend Lois Lane. If he gets past the A checkpoint, he has to have a dominant A, and to get past the B checkpoint, he has to have a dominant B. In order to get past Lex Luthor, which is a dominant A, he must have superpowers, and to get past Doomsday at the B checkpoint, he must have red lasers. The man has two recessive A alleles, so he has no superpowers. So that means he cannot cross the dominant A checkpoint. This example, this man has a dominant A allele, so he can turn into Superman. And now he can cross the A checkpoint, but he has two recessive Bs, so now he shoots blue lasers and can't get past Doomsday. Now this man has dominant A and dominant B alleles, so he can turn into Superman, which means he can cross the A checkpoint, and now he has a dominant B, so that means he can shoot red lasers, so he can get past Doomsday and save his girlfriend. For the first example, we're going to look at two heterozygous parents, and which of their children are going to be able to save their girlfriends. So, as we can see, each parent gives two alleles, and 9 are going to have big A, big B, 3 are going to have big A, little b, 3 are going to have little a, big B, and 1's going to have little a, little b, which makes 4 because they both have no superpowers, so the ratio 9, 3, 4 is going to be consistent with a single recessive epistasis. So 9 of their progeny will be able to go all the way through and save their girlfriends. 3 of them will have superpowers and get past checkpoint A, but be stopped at checkpoint B. And 4 of them will have double recessive A, so they'll have no superpowers and get stopped at checkpoint A. For the next example, we're going to look at two parents with different types of alleles. So we're going to have 8 big A, big B, 0 big A, little b, 8 little a, big B, and 0 little a, little b, which creates an 8-to-8 ratio, which is equal to 1-to-1 ratio. So half of them will be able to go all the way through and save their girlfriend, and half won't be able to.